I needed a break, and what better way to spend time than visiting an island off the west of Ireland. Achill Island is situated off the coast of Mayo and is Ireland's largest island at 22 kilometres long and 19 kilometres wide. Achill is connected to the mainland by a bridge. I took a train from Dublin to Westport, and from Westport I cycled along the Great Western Greenway to Achill, which is a 46-kilometre stretch of safe and scenic roads. Once you arrive in Achill, island life begins. Not many shops, dramatic coastlines, quiet roads, and stunning places to camp for the night. Here's how it was for me. Hello, I've just left Westport and I'm on the Great Western Greenway on my way to Achill. Actually, the first ever overnight trip I did with my Brompton. I did this Greenway to Achill. I wasn't using a camera for that trip at the time, so it's really nice to be back in Westport. I've met up with an old college friend, Mary, who lives in Mayo. And I bumped into a lovely couple, Heather and Frank, who recognised me just as I was leaving a coffee shop, and we had a lovely little chat. So it's great to be out again. Looking forward to the 2 nights ahead. Beep beep. I can see the sea out now to my left, and I'm looking forward to camping near the sea tonight and hopefully tomorrow night as well. Assuming I make it to Achill, let's assume I will. The section, I'm close to, well, not sure how close, to Mulranny, that's the next town, and I need to stock up on some water, either from a shop or a house. I'm running low. Such incredible weather. The section from Newport to Mulranny is really nice wide open spaces. The section from Westport to Newport, the first section, not as exciting or not as pleasurable. The Greenway is quite close to the main road along that section, but there's been some stunning views along this section, so I'm going nice and slow here. just crossing the bridge over to Achill Island now. Leach Ackla, that's a hero of Achill, Johnny Kilban, world featherweight boxing champion 1912 to 1923, Achill Island and Cleveland. Who knew? I think I've found the general area for camp for night one. Just gonna go down here and see if I can find somewhere that's suitable to be Shea Miriam for tonight.
You ever wonder if days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass? Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces for a hope or a mom.
Day 2 has begun. The Greenway yesterday from Westport to Achill is such a great way to get to Achill. It's when you're cycling. Safe roads, but when you get to Achill, the beauty here just blows the Greenway away. Beginning to get spots of rain here now, and I see a ruin of a building. I doubt it has a roof, but maybe it will. Doubt it. I think I'm going to take some shelter, put on my jacket. This is a little house of sheep shit. When I arrived, there's a couple of sheep in here and they jumped out the windows and out the door. Perfect cover. Yep, spilling rain out there.
And you ever wonder if days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass?
along a main road now through the island, going in the direction of Keel Beach. Not too bad with traffic, but there definitely is more traffic than the other roads I've been on. Just had a nice lunch in Ted's Bar, formerly Lavelle's Bar, I think. Nice chicken pesto wrap and a cup of tea. I'm almost at Dugort Beach, which is my planned destination for today. Not as much cycling today, really took it easy and enjoyed all the views. Yesterday I probably did about 70k, including my cycle from home into Houston Station, and I'd say about 70k. And today it'll be about 35 kilometers or so, assuming I'll camp at Dugort. So I'm just going to have a look out to see if there's anywhere that appeals to me over the next little while. The forecast was for a lot more rain today, and it's forecasting rain for tonight, so I just want to get the tent up early enough, and hopefully it even feels a lot more sheltered up this end of the island. It's definitely a southerly breeze that's coming in, and it's very strong. Keel Beach, I couldn't fly the drone, it was just raging down there, so this is much more calm and sedate.
Wow.
Looks great. Well, I'm set up on Dugort Beach. There's literally no one else around. Well, maybe if I put my glasses on, I might be able to see. Actually, there's about 4 people up the other end of the beach. So I'd actually camped here before. There's a green area behind the beach here, and I arrived there and put my bike down, and then a camper van with a family pulled up beside me. So I thought, I don't want to camp next to a family. So I came down to the beach here, and I was very responsible. I went across the road to one of the houses there, and just to inquire how far the water comes up when it's at full tide, to make sure I'm safe. So it looks like I am. So the main objective is trying to keep sand out of the tent, but what a place to be. It's Sunday morning, 8 o'clock on the 22nd of June. So last night was the longest night of the year, officially the longest night of the year. I know it may not be. So I'm just lying here. There's quite a bit of rain and wind throughout the night, and I could, just lying here now listening to the sea and the wind and the rain and occasional bird. This video is not promoted by MSR, But I've also realised that I have this tent 10 years, and I know the Hubba Hubba has many friends and many haters. But the truth is it has lasted me 10 years, and all I've had to do is replace the elastic rope through the poles once. And I remember doing that, and the pleasure of doing it possibly didn't outweigh the effort that was involved. But in some way I'm glad I did it, and maybe the next time I might replace the pole if I needed to rather than doing it. So today I don't have too much to do, a really stress-free day like the last 2 days. I'm going to catch a bus from Achill Sound back to Westport, so I've only about 23 kilometres to get to Achill Sound, and then catch the bus to Westport, and then I'm getting a train from there at, I think my train's at 5 o'clock? Or no, nearly 6 o'clock. So I'll get back to Westport by 5, so I think there's a bus at 4. So I have lots of time to do my 23 kilometres back to Achill Sound, and I'll be just dodging the rain showers and taking my time. So as I usually say, on the last day of a video, I realise I probably won't do much filming today, but maybe I will see some interesting things. Okay, blabbered on too long. See you again. Bye bye. Was all packed, ready to go. Moved the bike up the bank, packed all my bags, had them all outside, and then this sudden shower came in. I looked over the mountain and saw all this mist coming across, and the heavens opened. So my tent had been dry, and now it's soaking wet again. I'll wait for it to dry just a little bit and then pack it up. A final goodbye to Dugort and Slievemore. Hopefully I'll be back here again. I was not expecting this. I actually thought day 3 cycling was going to be unexciting. I don't know why. So day 1 was my introduction to Achill, which was lovely. Day 2 had all the dramatics of the cliffs, and then getting to Dugort, and Keel beach is just so busy, and then when you come over this side of the island it's so quiet, so really attractive, and it's just gorgeous to cycle around, especially when I get these intermittent shots of blue sky in between little showers that haven't lasted long. Okay, I'm crawling up a hill here. The end is literally in sight. I can see the bridge that you cross over to get onto Achill. It's such a wonderful way to spend 3 days to de-stress. It was really nice just being able to take my time, especially the last 2 days. Really, really lovely. Totally recommend Achill for a cycling trip. I'm almost at Dugort. I'm almost at Dugort Beach. I camped there when